What's up, guys? I hope everyone is staying safe. Today I'm going to be doing a video doing my eyeshadow as well as a little eyebrow tutorial here. As you can see, I'm currently fluffing my brows. So I want to start off by taking some concealer and placing that underneath my brows. This is something that I've been doing recently where I've been doing the concealer before I complete the actual brow. I used to just complete the actual brow at first, but lately, like I said, I've been doing it this way to kind of get a little bit more of a clean brow, and it helps me kind of shape my brow before I start to place the actual brow color onto my brow. So I'm just going to place that on my brow, and then push it down onto my eyelid, and kind of even it out to the way that I would like it to be. This is also the first time that I've used this color on my brow. I usually use a LA Pro Girl concealer, usually the color Fawn or Warm Honey, but this time I chose the NYX Color Correct Conceal palette. And this is the yellow shade, so I wanted to go with something a little bit lighter here. So I'm going to put some tape there to kind of place it so that it can stop where my eyeshadow is going. Here I'm going to use the Dip Brow Pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Ebony, and that is what I'm going to be using to fill in my brows. This is something, this Dip Brow is definitely one of my favorite products by ABH. So this is something that I've been using now for a few months. I had started it and I couldn't really get the feel of using a dip brow. So then I kept on practicing and I kept practicing, and finally I got to the point where I was comfortable with the brow that I was trying to create with it. Um, so I'm just going to put that all over my brow there, as you can see, and kind of fill it in the way that I like. This color, I usually mix it with the color chocolate, but for this video, I'm just going to use the color Ebony to kind of get it to the color that I like. So we're going to keep on rolling with that. So I'm going to fill in the end of my brows, and then of course I'm going to go back through and redo the front of my brow as well, to kind of create that two-tone effect in just a little bit. So yeah, this is a good product. I will link this product down below, so that you all can see, exactly what the product is, and of course the different shades that they have. But this product is like I said, one of my favorites now that I have been using it. So it's definitely worth a try. If you're interested in trying a pomade on your brow, this may be, of course, the one for you, because like I said, it is a good product. So I'm going to use the MAC Select Cover Up. I've been using this, and this is in the color NW45. Been using this cover up for years, guys. I mean, for years. Not just for my brows, because I just recently started doing that with my brows. Taking it and putting it on top of my brows, and of course, shading it in. But I use this concealer for everything. It's absolutely amazing. So if you ever had the chance to try it, definitely do that. I'll link that below as well. Next, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect. This is in the color Translucent. And then, of course, the Juvia Palettes Warrior Eyeshadow Palette. So here I'm using this color, as you can see there, to kind of start as my transition shade. Um, this palette is beautiful. So next I'm going to go in with that next color, that dark brown, and kind of go on the outside of my eye. I wanted something a little bit dark, because I didn't really know what effect I was trying to do at first, and I think the effect at the end came out great. But so I just wanted to try something a little bit dark, make it a little bit brown, do some neutral colors, make it really natural. So that was the goal of my tutorial. I knew that I wanted to of course use orange, as in my picture, but I knew that I also wanted it to be something that was neutral and natural. So I'm just gonna keep blending that in there across the top of my eye. And now I'm going to go through with that same yellow color that I had originally placed on my eye, and kind of conceal the bottom portion. As you can see, I have hooded eyes, so of course I have to go above my actual lid line. because my eyes are hooded and I'm not, if I put it on just the lid, it's going to, no one's going to be able to see it. I guess I should say no one's going to be able to see that I've used this color because it's going to be hidden when I open up my eyes. So I have to go above that in order to actually, um, in order for people to actually see it. So like I said, I'm using that NYX Conceal Color Correct to place all over the top of my lid there, because I want to give it an effect where I'm going to do more than one color. So this color is actually, well, the whole palette, now I think about it, is really creamy. So it's definitely a creamy product that I usually use for my highlight. I like to go in with this yellow color for my highlight when I do it, because it gives me that additional boost or brightness that I'm looking for. Um, but the color is very creamy, like I said. It feels, I wouldn't say it's a heavy product, but it is something where, it's something that, you want to eventually place a powder over so that it's going to stay, because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and of course, color in that whole entire lid and get the line, how I would like it to be. There with that yellow shade, and also that yellow shade when I put the eyeshadow over top of it will be of course brighter. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure, like I said, I have it the way I would like to, and of course fill in the top of my lid with this color, because yeah, so there we go. But overall, I think, I mean, this color is very beautiful. I did mix it with the brown shade that's right above it on this corrector palette. So I did do that so that the color wouldn't be too bright. Um, so because like I said, I wanted to put it on my lid in order for the colors to kind of show up a little bit brighter. So there I'm putting that on and packing it. I did put a little bit of powder there so that I could pack it down a little bit more, the way that I liked it to be. So here I'm going to use the Morphe Nature Glow Shimmer palette, and the color there, it's the orange color in the corner. This is going to go over top of my lid there where I just placed in the concealer. So you see how it's bringing out that orange effect of what I was talking about and how I wanted it to be bright. Um, the color came out absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna pack on a lot of that, because I want it to be bright. I want it to be vibrant. That was of course, the goal that I was going for. So I'm gonna pack that all over my lid there. Um, to kind of make that pop out. So I did get this palette from Ulta. The palette was actually on sale for, I think it was $12. I never knew Ulta really had a clearance section until I was looking for some hair products and happened to see it. So I did end up getting this palette from Ulta for relatively cheap, and I absolutely love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. So here I'm going back through again with the NYX Conceal Color and Correct, back in that same yellow shade. I don't know what's up with me in that. I absolutely love that shade. So I'm going back there again, and I'm going to kind of even out that line that's over top of the orange that I used. So I want to kind of make it seem like a two-tone effect, or give more than one color to the eye. So I'm going to even that out and go ahead and place that shade right there over top of the eye, um, to of course, like I said, make that even. So yeah, that came out really, really good actually. Um, so I finished that, and then I'm going to go through again with that same color to kind of pat over top of that. This is a different, I'm sorry, this is a different color that I did patting over top of it, to give it that orange glow shimmer effect like I like. um, so then I'm going to go back through with this brown here, and that is going to actually kind of smooth out that line there at the top, and of course around the side So it doesn't look as harsh, it doesn't look as sharp. So then I'm going to go through with flour. I had been anxious to try a flour product, so I went through with flour and I kind of brightened that up a little bit more, as you can see, and put a little bit more glitter on it to give it that shimmer that I was looking for. Interesting enough, this wasn't the plan. The plan was to actually make this look a little bit different. But for some reason, when I pulled out that flower product, or I seen it in my makeup kit, I was like, you know what, we're just gonna go with the flow, and we're gonna put that on there, and we're gonna see how it looks. And I think it came out really, really good. I don't know if I had not put the orange underneath, would it have worked out as good as it did? Um, but it did work out, and it was bright, and it was vibrant, and it is glittery. So it was definitely something worth a shot. And I mean, hey, that's what this is all about: trial and error, and trying to see, what fits, what doesn't fit. And this is, like I said, what something that I've always wanted to do, was just continue to try stuff. So yeah, this came out beautiful with the glitter. Next, I'm going to go through and put a little eyeliner on. I don't wear too much eyeliner as much as I used to, so I'm going to put a little bit of that on, just a small bit, on the top lid there, to kind of bring out my eye a little bit more, because I don't want it to drown in the eyeshadow that I had placed onto my eye. Next, we're going to go ahead and do some mascara. This is actually the Falsies mascara. This is my favorite mascara ever. Besides the Better Than Sex mascara, this is definitely like top mascara for me. Like, I absolutely love it. I fell in love with it years ago, and I've been using it ever since. So it's a beautiful mascara, definitely. So I went on ahead and I placed the lash on. I'm going to go ahead and pull my tape off. Um, and I'm going to go ahead and place under my eye the orange color that I had originally used on my eye there. So we're going to place some of that underneath the bottom lid to kind of fill out the look. And then once that is complete, I'm going to go ahead and wipe it away with a wipe. A makeup wipe, to kind of get rid of some of that excess makeup that was looking terrible around my eye. So we're going to do that. And that is the finished look, guys. That is it. I think it came out beautiful. Very, very beautiful colors. Hopefully I'll be able to give you a full tutorial with this look if anybody wants that. But it absolutely came out amazing.